Eric, how did you get into boxing?
Man, I got into boxing when I was about 22 years old. I just felt like I was getting out of shape, and I walked into a gym. I would never really like the gym back in high school, but I felt like I was just getting old, getting tired. I went into a gym and I saw bags up in the corner there back in Harlingen, and I saw some of the local fighters there, shadow boxing and hitting the bag. To me, it was a beautiful art. It was something that just captured me instantly when I saw them. It was back in the De La Rosas, man, just some of the James and JP, just when I saw them moving and stuff, it was just, man, it just, like I felt like I had to go there, and I wanted to hit a bag. As soon as I hit a bag, man, my mind took off and all these dreams popped in my head, and I figured I had to go after it.
And your first fight was against Shanti Jordan in Las Vegas, which resulted in a loss. Tell us about this fight.
Well, it was a fight that, a lot of fighters, when they start their career, we don't have the privilege to start, the way we wanted to. And at that time, I didn't know what was going to happen, if I was ever going to fight. And they called me one day for this fight. I wasn't it was a kind of stupid thing to do at the time, but if I would have never took that fight and went over there and whatever happened, I would have never started my career, and no telling, I probably would have never been able to chase my dream of going after a world title.
Now you had two wins after that fight, I believe, and in Harlingen, Texas, in early 2008, you faced Isaac Reese, who was trained by a fighter, legendary fighter, Jesse James Leja. You were able to knock him down several times in dramatic fashion. Take us back to that fight.
Man, that was one of my biggest wins in Harlingen. I think that was when I was just getting started, man. I remember a lot of people, telling me the next days, man, I thought you were going to lose. I thought that big guy was going to get you, And there was a couple fights like that when I started my second, third, and fourth win. That shoot, I was probably thinking the same thing. I didn't know what was going to happen. And I guess just fight by fight, and looking back at that fight, Isaac was a tough fighter. He's a tough heavyweight. He's a big guy. I just feel like for a couple fights like those, I just got lucky, man.
Okay, now a lot of people might not understand what a fighter goes through on a daily basis. Of course, every fighter has their own different lifestyle. What is a typical day for Eric Molina?
Man, some days are tougher than others. I try to train every day, 3 hours a day, and if I don't, I feel guilty. And I gotta get up. Some days I'm tired, but I just gotta keep on going. Sunday's my only day off from everything, and I have to go to work. But it's one of those things, man. I feel like at the end of my time, when I'm old and I'm looking back at these days right now, I'm doing what I'm dreaming about doing. And these days I'm not gonna get back, and I'm getting older, so I want to chase this, man, with everything I got.
Okay, now a lot of people might not know, but you're a boxer. You work, you have a job, and you also go to school. How do you balance all this, and how do you stay focused with such a busy schedule?
It's hard. To say that I'm not tired even right now. I had a full day at school. I dream about teaching kids, man, and helping kids with special needs, and that's in my heart just as much as winning a world title. And I love work, man. My family, a lot of the guys that I work with are like family to me, and I've known them for years. I've been working with Chili's for 8 years, man, and a lot of these guys, they all back me up when I got a fight. They believe in me, and these guys are like family to me, and that's what keeps me going. Like school, work, and everything. It's all gonna pay off sometime soon, and hopefully this year is gonna be a big year. I'll be graduating, and we got this big fight coming up, so I'm just pushing hard to finish up.
Speaking of that fight, right now you're currently the Texas Cruiserweight champ, but on October 11th you'll be fighting in the biggest fight of your life. You'll be taking on Gabriel Holguin for the WBC Latino title at South Padre Island. What does this fight mean to you?
Man, on October 10th, I feel like I will be in for the fight of my life, and I feel that if you were to have told me, man, on my flight back from Vegas that on October 10th, 2009, I was going to be fighting for a WBC Latino belt, I probably would have just laughed, and just shrugged it off. But somehow, some way, God works in mysterious ways, and He's blessed me 11 wins, and He's given me the strength to come out here and fight for this belt. And to me, it's an honor to go out there and share the ring with Gabriel Holguin. And I think it's going to be a treat for all the Valley, and I think it's going to be a big fight. And like I said, I'm preparing the best that I can, and I got a lot of respect for him and his team. And I just think, I mean, I'm doing my part every day, and that's all I can do is just do my best.
Now this fight's going to be an outdoor event. Taking the weather down here into consideration, you know, what are some of the things you've done in your training to adjust to a fight outdoors?
Well, I think not only for this event, I think one of the biggest things that I got to see when I went to LA and I worked out of the Wildcard Gym with Freddie Roach is I got to see the way world champions train. And I brought that back with me, and the same way they push and the same things that go through their head is what's in my head now, and everything that they're doing there, I'm doing here, and I'm just pushing myself as much as I can. And at the end of every day, I'm just extremely tired, and I know that's what the world champions over there do, and that's what I'm doing here. And I've been running outside, I've been running shadow boxing at the beach. Any little thing that I can do to prepare myself for this fight, any little last energy, strength that I got, I'm putting in it before I go to sleep every day.
Okay. Recently, you sparred against some pretty strong guys. One of them being Kingsville's own Homer El Oso Fonseca. Talk to us about some of the sparring work you've been putting in for this upcoming bout.
Yeah, we went out to Kingsville about a month ago, and I got the privilege to share the ring with Homer. El Oso, and man, the guy's a warrior, man. I have a lot of respect for him, and we went out there, and I mean, it was incredible work for me. I mean, what better way to prepare for a fight for this WBC belt, Latino belt, than to go spar the Texas heavyweight champion? You know, and it to me it was a great experience. Even I did some work with Hector Ferrero, who's the IBO world champion. And I mean, to me, it was. I cannot prepare for this fight any better than these two guys that are in driving range that have helped me prepare. And I feel ready. You know, like other fights, I didn't spar heavyweights. I sparred local guys, and now I think this has prepared me even more for this fight.
Okay, tell me about the fans, Eric. What do the fans mean to you?
Man, the fans to me is the sole reason why I fight, why I train. When I'm running, when I'm doing anything, man, in the back of my mind I dream of winning, but I dream of the whole crowd just rising to their feet in disbelief and just in happiness and just excitement, and I love that feeling, man. More than anything, it's why I train, it's why I fight. I mean, without that, to me, you know, it ain't the money, it ain't anything else, it's the fans, man, and it's doing these things and getting them happy, and right now, you know, I feel that October 10th, I feel that Gabriel Hugin is a great fighter, and I really feel that my hometown crowd is going to make a difference in this fight. I really feel they're going to push me through this.
Eric, is there anything else that you would like to say before we close up here?
And Adrian, and I've sat with you guys several times, and y'all have always been there for my fights and stuff. And I want to thank y'all, my Universal Sports, and you know, every fight I fight for something, man. And this fight, I'm fighting this fight for all the people, man, who ain't supposed to be where they're at, who fight against odds, who just somehow believe deep down inside that they're gonna make it to the top and they're gonna make it through. You know, that's why I'm fighting. That's why I'm here training every day. The odds were stacked against me when I flew back from Vegas, and you know, I'm here pushing myself every day, and I'm not gonna let those odds, you know, work against me. And another big reason why I fight, man, is you know, people like my brother. He just had a stroke, and you know, it's taken a big part of me too. You know, he's struggling, he's fighting, you know, trying to regain strength in the left side of his body. And you know, stuff like that, man. I fight for all these people, man, that have their own struggles. This is mine, October 10th. This one's for everybody, and this one's for all my fans, for all my family, just for everybody, man. I'm just gonna get it done.